Major League Baseball draft, but Moss has been inserted into this spot with the injury to Reddiman. 1-2 pitch to Griffith. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's how this regional begins.
And that right there is that changeup.
To go, Brendan Kalfas hit in 36 straight games for St. Mary's. Here comes the 1-1. And that's pulled on the ground sharply and into right field. And there is 36 in a row for Diego Castellanos. And that ties the St. Mary's as 61 driven in. And that pitch is lined to right at Jared Hocking, ranging over toward the line. And Castellanos back to first, 2 away as Sniffen hit it well the other way. But Jared Hocking plays sitting .358. Runner at first, the pitch, and Armstrong grounds it to third, deep behind the bag. Roman Martin cranks it across to first. Armstrong is gone, and so are the Gales. Quick work of St. Mary's, 1 hit, 1 left. Full count on West, leading it off for UCLA. Check swing on appeal, no, he did not go. And taking a close pitch, and West draws a walk to get it.
Well, you see the defense of the Gales.
Struck him out, elevating a fastball. And Damazonio strikes out Chalowski, 1 gone. It just means more. The pitch going the other way. A line drive right at Jared Medham, the shortstop. Then picks it up, throws to second. Kashimoto at the bag for the force on West as Medham dropped the ball. And it just the College World Series. LaVue the runner at first, and Martin flares one toward third, and a leaping catch by the freshman Ian Josephson. Going up the ladder, had to time it perfectly, and he did. Jacob Johnson hit out toward right center field on a line. Hustling over is Brennan, and he dives, he can't get it, all the way to the wall. And cruising into second base, a double to right center by Jacob Johnson, and a start for the WCC tournament title last Saturday night. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him. Second strikeout for Moss, 1 away, and went with something soft.
Well, he went right back to
then altered the lineup about 15 minutes before first pitch. As Medham in the air to right, playable for Jared Hocking, who was inserted into the lineup because of the injury. And he fires it back in. There's 2 outs here in the top of the second. 10 championship game in Omaha last Sunday. On the ground to third, fielded. Roman Martin fires to first, side retired, 1 hit, 1 left for the Gales. We're going to the last of the second in LA. Scoreless, St. Mary's and UCLA. Riding a modest 3-game hitting streak, hitting all 3 games of the Big Ten tournament. And skies this one to left, charging in is Nick Allred from left. And he has to adjust to the last second, and moving over makes the catch, 1 gone. Here in town, not far from the ballpark, but because of the rule, he cannot be here with his team. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for John Damazonio, 2 gone here in the last of the second. Major League career, Denny broke in with the Twins in '93 and finished up in Kansas City in 2005. Yes, sir. Swing and a miss by Jared Hocking, and a 1-2-3 second for John Damazonio with a couple of strikes. It's Cody Kashimoto, 276, the senior from Hawaii. Bounces one to second base, right toward Phoenix Call, and the short throw to first, 1 gone. Back to the for Virginia Tech this year, but not pitching against Cal Poly tonight. In the air to left, over toward the line. Dean West will get there, fighting the sun, and there's 2 gone on the Gales' third. All of a sudden, Flora will be lined up to pitch tomorrow night against Texas.
Correct.
What could be a delicious matchup. On the ground to second base, wicked hop. Phoenix Call picks it up, slings it to first, and Castellanos, who extended his hitting streak to 36 games in the first inning, grounds out in a 1-2-3.
Hopefully, Aiden will be back tomorrow. Twisted his ankle.
I just want you to know we care. We do.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I need someone too. So.
Appreciate your time, John.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Ian Josephson ranging far to his left, and nice play by the. 1 gone here in the home third, and Call rolls it. Diving stop by Josephson to his feet, and a highlight reel game already defensively for Ian Josephson.
California.
Bunted, charging, and here comes Josephson. Bare hands, has no play. Even if he fields it cleanly, there's no way they get West. And the speedy Dean West, a 2-out bunt hit, and the first hit for UCLA today.
This is a
very high-valued source. And his special assistant, Phil Nevin, a former great player himself, is here as well. Yes. Half swing, tapper to short. Jared Medham charges, and he handles Chalowski at first to retire the side. One drove in 8 of the WCC tournament last weekend. Gets under this one, out to left. Dean West has to charge in late, and he makes the catch, and there's one gone as Wyland Moss has retired. Hit it sharply on the ground. That's the second baseman, Phoenix Call, on the left side of the infield. Throws out Armstrong, and there's 2 gone here in the St. Mary's fourth. In the air to right, going back on it is Hocking, still going back. He's at the track, opposite field. Home run, Jacob Johnson, and the Gales strike first. 1-0 St. Mary's. Of Jacob Johnson.
Well, it's a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, which is, for me, from Moss, a get-me-over fastball. It's away, and this is exactly where he hits this thing. We talked a lot with Jack Meggs, the hitting coach of the Gales, yesterday with the hitters. It wasn't Meggs that we talked to, it was the hitters, and they always concentrate on the backside. Backside meaning, if you're right.
UCLA, this is nothing new. They trailed in all 3 wins at the Big Ten tournament last weekend. Reaching for it in the air, shallow right. And circling under it is Jared Hocking, who makes the catch. And the Gales are gone in the 4th, but the homer by 7th this year, they were down 10-2. And they came back and won that game in East Lansing. LeVoux strikes out. Damazonio put it by him. John Damazonio, the senior, delivers, and Martin charges one out toward right center field, racing back. Tanner Griffin, gone, home run, we're tied. Eight for Roman Martin. And he sends one out to the right of dead center to tie the ball game in the last of the 4th. Way on for UCLA.
Well, let's go back to the home run from Roman Martin. It's a slider and it's up, and Roman doesn't miss it at all. Gonna get a trip out to the mound, but the ball is gonna fly here, Jackie. Anybody on the Bruins roster.
Peyton Brennan bunts, charging is Josephson on the move, and the throw to first goes wide. Backed up by Cody Kashimoto. And now Peyton Brennan is bunting his height. Popped up, foul ground. Ian Josephson ranging over the shortstop, and then it falls in fair play. Picked up by the left fielder, Allred, and he gets the out at second base on the fielder's choice. Brennan is gone. And the bloop falls in for Cashel Duggar, but neither Josephson nor the choice at second base, right? Nice pitch. Comebacker speared by John Damazonio. Underhands for the out. Jared Hocking retired, but the Bruins tie it on the homer from Roman Martin. Bottom of the order coming up for St. Mary's. And a head coach of St. Mary's. A 1-1 ball game in the 5th. Bottom of the order, Jared Medham, the shortstop, leading it off. He flew out his first time and bounces one to the right side. The new second baseman for UCLA, David Miza, makes the play. He's played sparingly. John Savage clearly sees something, and that's why Ian May is warming in the bullpen. Swing and a miss, got him with the changeup.
Just
for the Bruins. We are 1-1 in the 5th. A run on 3 hits for both teams here in game 1. Swing and a miss, got him. 4th strikeout for Moss, and a 3-up, 3-down. Zonio, 1-strike pitch. That ball's drilled out towards center. Going back on it is Tanner Griffin. It's over his head, up against the fence. Trey Godoy digging for 2. And a leadoff double to start the home 5th for UCLA. Call is 0 for 1. Squares, bunts, gets it down. Damazonio has one play. And he gets it to first. The sacrifice advancing Godoy. And now back to the top of the order for UCLA. Against Pepperdine and won that game 9-2. Infield up, one out, 3-1. West takes ball 4, and now you've got a problem.
Well, I will say this. I'm a little bit and misses or hooks it over to Josephson.
Line to left, right toward Nick Allred, who makes the catch, tagging, breaking for the plate is Trey Godoy, and he dives across despite no throw. And a sacrifice fly, and Rock Chalowski gives UCLA a 2-1 lead. On the sac fly from Rock Chalowski. Line sharply, knocked down by a diving Cody Kashimoto. Got him at first base. Bang, bang, and Mulivai Lavu is rules around his one-game suspension. And it's ball 4, and Griffith is on to start the 6th. I can only imagine.
3 hits, 5 punch-outs, and only 2 walks.
Tanner Griffith at first. Diego Castellanos bunts up in the air and grabbed at foul ground by Roman Martin. Castellanos inability to get the bunt down. Tie knowing there's potentially some weak spots in the order, and Sniffin down the right side, fair, hit the line, goes into the corner. Tanner Griffith racing around the bases. He will come all the way home. Makoa Sniffin, the RBI leader for the Gales, ties the ball game with an RBI double. We're 2-2.
Candy.
Skied to right, pushing toward foul ground. A long run for Jared Hocking, crossing over, makes the catch. Tagging at second, Makoa Sniffin will get to third on a long foul out off the bat of Ian Armstrong. St. Mary's tying the game here in the 6th. The RBI double from Sniffin. There he is creeping down the line. The pitch. Swing and a miss, elevating. Stump gets the strikeout and strands that runner at third.
1.
He has struck out 4. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him. Pitch up and strikeout number 5 for John Damazonio. The pitch. Liza down swinging. 6 strikeouts for Damazonio, 2 away.
That's another off-speed pitch.
Line to short and past the diving Jared Medham. And a 2-out hit for Duggar. Solid single back through the middle. And that's the way to snap out of that 1 for 25. And that
As a first baseman.
grounded past third, sliding stop to his feet. Ian Josephson rifles it to first. Gets Hocking, who scalded that ball on the ground. And another stellar play by Ian Josephson, taking a hit away.
Hey, buckle up. You know what's coming. Can you hit it?
Strike 3 called right through the heart of the plate. 98 from Randall. 1 gone in the 7th. And in the air, Jared Medham flips one out toward right center. And taking charge, the center fielder, Phoenix Call. And there's 2 gone here in the St. Mary's 7th. One and 2, the pitch. Allred lines it the other way and shoots it to right. This one will skip, cut off shy of the track by Jared Hocking. A wide turn. That's a really good play by Hocking, holding Allred to a sharp single the other way.
Well, when you think about it, as you see strike 3.
Call paints the black with 99. We're stretching in LA. Tournament. And pitch the opening game there for the Gales, and he hits Trey Godoy and a leadoff base runner for UCLA.
And it's not new for the Bruins. They've been drilled a bunch this year, Roxy.
Bunted, the pitcher Damazonio underhands for the out. Godoy gets to second as Phoenix Call gets the sacrifice down.
Oh.
Comebacker play. Damazonio chasing after Godoy. Runs him back to second. Now that's the shortstop, Jared Medham. The tag, Ian Josephson. And heads up base running. Getting all the way to second was Dean West in that rundown. The pitch. Shallow right. Behind first. Going out is McCoy Sniffen. Crossing into foul ground. And he makes the play for St. Mary's to get out of the jam. John Damazonio, 7 strong innings. The 2-1. Hit in the air. Playable out toward left center. Phoenix Call roaming over. Now backpedaling and sidestepping. Out number 1.
Cookies.
They're beyond the wall and right. Then down the right field line is the Cal Poly team leaning over the railing. Comebacker. Handled by Strickland. Halfway to first. 2 gone. Strickland. The pitch. Did he go? Yes, he went around. Could not hold up. And a pitch down and away and a 1-2-3-8 for the freshman Zach Strickland. We're going to the last of the 8th and a tie ball game.
29 walks.
On the ground. Cody Kashimoto knocks it down. Picks it up. Throws. Safe on a close play at first. That's the second time today a bang-bang play at first. The previous time it went to Kashimoto. This time. Talon Gardini now in the St. Mary's pen as a fly ball to left, playable. Nick Allred camps under it, and he makes the catch. Back to first, Lavu, as Roman Martin just missed that one.
Boy, during the day here.
Cadiz out to right center. Into the alleyway, racing over. Castellanos makes the catch on the move. Diego Castellanos had a long way to go. He was shaded. Jared Hocking would be next for UCLA. And it's ball 4 as Staten walks. Cashel Duggar on 4. And that puts that go-ahead run out there in scoring position with 2 down.
If you're Staten on the mound.
Swing and a miss, got him. Staten fired up on the strikeout. And the Gales wiggle out of it. Full count on Ian Armstrong. Easton Hawk, the pitch. Mile-high pop-up in the infield. Mulivai Lavu trying to take charge, and the first baseman on that major league pop-up grabs it for out number 1. Easton Hawk in the air to right. Jared Hocking ranging back to the rim of the warning track. On the track! It is gone! Home run! 2-homer game for Jacob Johnson, and St. Mary's takes the lead in the 9th.
One pitch coming from Hawk, and this is dead red gas, and it doesn't matter how far you hit it. This ball went 316 feet, and you can see it looks from the side like it's just a pop-up, but we mentioned the ball carries a little bit better in the daytime.
Josephson, a bouncer toward the middle of the diamond. Handled, that is the shortstop Chalowski, and Rock Chalowski throws out Ian Josephson 2 away. The 3-1 pitch, and it's ball 4. Medham draws a walk, and a 2-out base runner for the Gales, and now it's Nick Allred for St. Mary's. Lost its regional opener. They are 26-0. Strike 3. Allred down on strikes. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Bruins comeback wins, including all 3 at the Big Ten tournament for UCLA. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Staten strikes out Trey Godoy. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball left side and through. Phoenix Call, a 1-out single. And the tying run is off. Whose ball should that have been?
Your third baseman's.
Strike 3 called. Painting the outside corner is Staten. And there's 2 gone. 0 for 3 with a sac fly. Hit in the air to center field. Tanner Griffith has room. Griffith puts it away, and for the first time in tournament history, the #1 overall seed has lost their first game in the NCAA tournament. The St. Mary's Gales have shocked UCLA.
Well, we talked about this Gales club last year, what they did, going up to Corvallis and beating the #8 national seed in their yard. They turn around the following year and they do the same thing, albeit the #1 overall seed and #1 ranked team in the UCLA Bruins. And we talked about, Roxy, how well the Gales hit. It was how well they pitched today.
3-2, St. Mary's upsets the #1 national seed in UCLA, and the Gales